Ladies and gentlemen, Six Figs Doctorator here from YouTube. Hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. In today's video, we are going to be checking out internet computers. So let's just kind of see where the market's going first, and we're going to check out Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently trading at about 42.6 at the moment. Right now, I do think that Bitcoin is in this very unusual position to possibly fill out some sort of an ascending triangle. And I do think that Bitcoin is possibly going to range up to about the 45,000-ish dollar level. Now, I've been Ichimoku cloud trading for years and years. And one thing that I've always loved is that when we start to see price action come up above the Ichimoku cloud, this is telling us that, hey, we're starting to get bullish a little bit, right? So we can see this on the daily chart. Bitcoin has closed above the Ichimoku cloud and on top of the 50 moving average for about 4-ish consecutive days, somewhere in there. Next candle prints in 4 hours, 20 minutes. With that said, I do think that we may be possibly fixing to come back up to this $45,430 level. But I want you guys to understand something here, because this is something that has historically happened since the beginning of bull runs in Bitcoin. Back to the 2014 bull run, we had these crazy all-time highs. We had a single bounce off the 50 moving average, and then it was into the bear market. There was an attempt here to recheck and pass through the 50 moving average and Ichimoku cloud, but it failed. Now, one other thing that I want to show you guys is that in 2017, single bounce off the 50, came back down underneath this 50 moving average. And this is on the weekly chart, folks, okay? We came up for this glorious retest of the 50 moving average, and we were denied. This bull run is a little bit different, but we're going to take a quick peek at the 2019 Crypto Olympics. And we had this nice little mini run, and then the coronavirus, all that garbage started happening. Came down, bounced off the 50, and it was coronavirus-y price action there. So what makes this run unique is that we went from about $3,900 up to $69,000, somewhere in there. We've come down, bounced once and twice off the 50 moving average. Previously, it just happened one time. So this is kind of very interesting. And here we are about to retest this 50 moving average. So I really am hoping that we can climb back out of this cloud on the weekly, somewhere above this $45,000, $46,000 level. But I do think that if we fail at this 50 moving average on the weekly chart, we are going to see what's known as a corrective wave down to about $24,000, $23,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. With that said, folks, let's take a quick peek at ICP to see what it is doing. There it is. So in the last few videos with ICP, I've been kind of talking about how we have this falling wedge. It's a super multi-month falling wedge to boot. ICP is currently trading at just over $18. And let's just look at this thing on the daily. So right now we can see that the next candle closes in 4 hours, 18 minutes, but price action is really kind of toying with this 50 moving average. So we've come up out of this falling wedge, and we have tested this trend line, the upper trend line of the falling wedge, which is extremely important. And if we come back down here to the 1 hour chart, we can kind of see how we broke out of this trend line, fell back underneath it, came back up, regained our composures, and off to the races we go. So what does this mean for ICP right now? Well, we have a clear established bull pennant that has formed for the moment. We can see this symmetrical triangle squeeze off this bull flagpole. And there is no doubt that's what this is. So I do think that this bull flagpole is positioned a little bit further away from the Ichimoku cloud than I would like. So there might be a little bit of giveth here, but it wouldn't surprise me to see this thing make its next, ascent. So with that said, let's just take a quick look at where this thing might go. And this is very interesting because when I throw up a little Fibonacci extension, we can see that price came right up to the 127% level. This is a very common reversal point for price action, whether it be Fibonacci extensions or retracements. So with that said, I am thinking that we may in fact see price action come up to this 161.8-ish level, around $19.28. So there might be a little bit of a give here in the meantime. Just kind of taking a peek at this. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. I do like a 4-hour chart. With that said, we can see the Elliott wave theory movement to the upside. So this thing is trading in a very nice, impulse to the upside. And there might be some sort of an ABC corrective wave within this. Let's just look at this quick. Yeah, you could make the argument that there is an ABC corrective wave here. Let's just go ahead. I think we could argue that this is an ABC corrective wave for the most part, more Elliott wave theory to the upside. But I do think that this thing is looking primed to continue moving upwards. So with that said, folks, I think ICP is looking good. If this thing does kind of break down here, I think $17.77 will be the area to look for. If that fails, $17.25. And if we do keep climbing, $19.65, $20.21. I think this $20 level is going to be a huge psychological level for holders as well. So I think that about wraps it up for today's TA. Big shout out to all my Patreons. $3 a month to get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. We'll see you guys all on the next video.